Slow key, and I say I am Mr. Superfacts. It's a nice topic, the end of the rabbit hole. Okay? I think at the end of the entire conspiracy theory, truth seeking, free thinker, critical thinker, enlightenment rabbit hole, I think at the very bottom is just I want to say a waste of time. I want to say a waste of time, but you realize that none of this shit matters if we're being completely honest. I just watched a video on YouTube, and this guy was breaking down Donald Trump's connection to Ghislaine Maxwell and this other guy or whatever. And he basically, long story short, he was saying, and this is why we're not seeing any arrests. They're all in it together. And it's like, I gotta stop doing this. I just wasted 5 minutes of my life watching this video to already hear what I know. And sure, there's a lot of people out there. People wake up every single day. But there's not a lot of people around that'll tell somebody that just woke up today. There's not a lot of people around to tell them, listen, just so you know, none of this shit matters. My dumb ass.
Brett, to inform you that it's over. We've begun striking oil fields in Iran. And the Iranians are retaliating justifiably by striking oil fields in Gulf coastal nations. Not oil refineries, oil fields. This is not something that we can recover from in any time period under a decade. You 77 million Trump voters are responsible for literally destroying this nation. We will not recover from this. This is
Left-right paradigm.
America is going to be replaced as the world superpower, and the U.S. dollar is going to be replaced as the world reserve currency, probably with the Chinese yuan. I don't even have the anger anymore. I just need all Trump voters to know that you destroyed the United States of America. You actually ended it. It's over. I hope you understand the price of gas is going to hit at least $10 a gallon. The price of everything, starting with food, is going to skyrocket. And we are going into a recession unlike anything we have ever experienced before. It's going to make the 2008 subprime mortgage crisis actually look like child's play. It's going to make the 1929 Great Depression look like a good time. And if I'm being honest, as much as I don't want to go through any pain, I hope all Trump supporters go bankrupt. I hope you all lose your homes. I hope you end up fucking homeless and starving. I regret to inform you that.
This is what I'm saying. Just think about it. Think about how low of a vibration you gotta be at to fucking, like, what? Pretty sure Obama kissed the wall. Is Obama a Republican? Pretty sure Bill Clinton was twerking on that wall. Is Bill Clinton a Republican? And it goes on and on and on and on and on. Just think about how low vibrational you gotta be to say some bullshit like that. When the people that voted for Trump and the people that didn't vote for Trump are in the same situation on an economic level. We're all, the people that voted for Trump and the people that voted for Kamala, are both paying almost $4 in gas. You know what I'm saying? And to say that, like to say that with a straight face.
Mortgage crisis actually look like child's play. It's gonna make the 1929 Great Depression look like a good
Is this
time.
black pilled,
And
Sato?
if I'm being honest, as much as I don't want to go through any pain, I hope all Trump supporters go bankrupt. I hope you all lose your homes. I hope you end up fucking homeless and starving.
Because those same people that he hopes goes homeless and starving and end up losing all whatever he wants them to lose, those are the same people that believed in the left-right paradigm and the illusion of choice, and they believed with because they're all doped up off of hopium. They believe that, it's sad, bro, but the truth is the average person, they just want a better quality of life for them and their family. If I'm lowering my, I'm coming all the way down to the NPC thought patterns. They want a better quality of life for themselves and their children, their families. And at that time, they felt like, well, Trump is the better option than Kamala. No more wars, even though he lied. He the la lock her up. So now, hey man, hold on. Let me call Sato, man. All I'm saying is, you know, the average person that's not a truth seeker, the average person that's in this world, they looked at Trump and they looked at Kamala and they saw what Kamala was representing underneath Joe Biden, and they was like, yo, we can't continue this shit. So they in their minds, they felt we need something different. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is, hey, some people feel like what's happening in this country and the inevitable collapse of America is God's will. Let's have a real conversation. I never use this fucking phone, man.
Hey, what up, bro?
Man, Big Sato in the building.
Oh yeah, I'm here. Yeah,
So
I mean, what you were saying, it really did hit home.
these,
It's everybody. They just wanted uh, better. Can you hear me?
yeah, yeah, go keep going.
Okay. Yeah, everybody just wanted. It was well, let's have a normal life where we get cheaper prices on things.
Yeah. See, like people that's not, you know, like, like we talking about regular people. We not
Right.
talking about people that researched the shit that we into and gave up on the system a long time ago. Like,
Yeah, like your regular MAGA person, and even a lot of these people that are still underneath the trance or whatever. That it's
yeah,
5D chess. It's all gonna work out. Like there's a lot of good people that just get sucked into that.
yeah. So it's like this guy right here. You could tell like his vibe is off.
Yeah,
His,
he had some vitriol, but a lot of his points did. Gosh, I do think that he may be overselling it too much about how bad things are going to get, but I do think that things are going to take a major downturn. In America.
but see,
So
people like us, we know that because and honestly, a lot of us are mentally and spiritually prepared for that shit. Prepared for like, if the lights go
but
out.
you prepare for it, and then you lull yourself into complacency over time,
Listen,
and before you know it, you're not prepared anymore.
listen, man. It's like I guess because I know nothing good comes from panic. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
nothing productive comes out of panicking or fear or anything like that. Like that's lower vibrations of consciousness, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah,
I
on a
just
visceral level.
these people that's just like, okay. It's okay, we got it. Like the whole they call it fear
Like, yeah,
porn.
they're just realizing it now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
like if he told this to me in 2013, yeah, or 2012, oh yeah, that was like kind of scary to think about. But right, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying now.
yeah, it's like, bro, like yeah, we're welcome to the party. Like, dude, what do you like? The tent, they got tent cities. You got people strung out on zombie cities. What are you fucking talking about? People is homeless, like as fuck.
People
Like,
get red pilled, and then they get red pilled so late that they just it drives them crazy. But it's almost like I get it, right?
yeah,
Because everybody's been there where you start getting red pilled. You're like, no, it can't be this way. It's like Matrix shit. Like, actually, yeah, it is.
yeah, and that's why like we always talk about. I'm like, there has to be. You have to tap into like spirituality in the midst of this. Trying to dive down these
Hmm.
rabbit holes and shit as far as like what's going on with this country and
You
what.
can't let that sap your spirituality.
Yeah, you can't because it will fucking like literally like
Swallow you whole.
like dog like,
And
like
maybe that's part of what it's designed to do is just suck your life energy.
that's it. That's it. It's loose baiting. That's what I'm kind of like. Like I
What
don't think,
baiting?
huh?
What baiting?
It's called loose baiting. You know how
What's
they
that
say
mean?
like rage bait.
Yeah.
So loose is like your energy, like kind of like on you ever heard of an archon?
No.
So like archons are like, think about like spiritual parasites that like they have to their source of food is your energy.
Okay, I got you.
So like you ever be around somebody that's like negative, and then the only way that they could feel better is if they like complain to you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they need a therapist.
Yeah. So like they feel better after
Or not
draining
really.
you of your energy. And now you feel super low, and they're like, oh,
Mm.
thank you. I feel
Yeah, they feel a little bad. Like,
they're
oh,
like,
chutes and ladders.
thank you, bitch. Now they can go off and have a great day because they just ate. They just ate. You
They
know what
just
I mean?
dumped on you. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
But they call that the siphoning of your energy. They call
Oh
it.
yeah, like a gas station, like siphoning
Yeah.
gas.
The siphoning of your positive energy. They
Hmm.
refer to it as loosh.
Wow, I never heard that
They call
before.
it loosh farming. They basically say that this world is a loosh farm. And there's like
Right.
entities we can't see that's basically like, because everything we do, we're like a slave race. Like everything we do, like what are we really doing that's like meaningful and you
We're
know
in
what
the
I mean?
hamster wheel,
Yeah. So they're
trying to
like,
spin and like hopefully go forward in the hamster wheel race.
right. So it's like if it's like, bro, it's like this guy, man, he's always complaining in the comfort of his fucking kitchen and shit. And I'm like, you don't have no physical solutions
Right.
or spiritual solutions for the people that's listening to you. All you have is dread. You know what I'm
Yeah, he's
saying?
just
Like,
rage baiting. Yeah.
yeah, man. You gotta judge a person of what can you take? Like, what solutions can you take away? When you done talking to somebody, what solutions can you take away from it? Not fucking
Yeah.
fear or whatever. Or
Yeah, because at this point in the game, it's really late in the game, but then they're finally letting things seems like online, and so all these people are, oh, I just discovered, right?
yeah,
Not to sound elitist, like we're so,
yeah.
we knew this forever, but it is kind of like that where now, I think there is some sort of mass awakening happening, and so there's a window for. And then a lot of people that have done it and done it and done it, they're just kind of like, oh, I'm done. I'm not gonna. And then so it just leaves this kind of vacuum that just random people that are like green. They're green. They're not
Bro,
experiencing
it's
it.
like in this lifetime, fucking 9/11, and I was young, so I kind of, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? I was too young
Well, you're only
to.
like 2 years younger than me, so.
I mean, bro, I think I was in. I don't even. I think I was in third or fourth grade, dog, in 9/11.
Oh, I was in seventh grade.
Oh, I was in third grade, dog, like third or fourth.
No, you were. You were in fifth grade. You had to be in fifth grade.
Nah, bro, I was in fucking. I could have swore I was in third grade, bro.
You're
I could
only
have
2 years
swore.
younger than me.
I could have swore I was in third grade, bro. Unless I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
it had to be fifth grade.
Nah, I
I'll do the
definitely
math
wasn't in
behind the
fifth
sidelines,
grade.
but
I wasn't in fifth grade because I was fucking in fifth grade. This was before I was fucking. I remember
dude,
it,
I
dude.
remember in 2001, I went to seventh grade. The classroom, Mr. Moses. His name was Mr. Moses. I swear to
Yeah.
God. But anyway,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
I had a black lady that always wore like a dashiki and shit.
no shit.
Yeah. But
What
anyway,
was her religion? Was she Muslim?
nah, she was just a nigga that liked wearing dashikis and shit. She like, I don't know, she like let her pussy breathe or some shit. She was probably a freak. But
Oh man,
but
teachers
through
they do it for some reason. But anyway,
in our lifetime, we got 9/11, we got fucking probably something after that. We got COVID and we got the Epstein files in our lifetime. And I'm pretty sure we got more shit, right?
we had all the fake shootings all the way through
Right.
the early
Oh my
2010s.
god. Right. We had the
And then
schools
they realized
shooting.
that they couldn't pull this shit anymore. It had to be like so airtight that they couldn't do it anymore.
Right,
That's my
right.
take.
So we've had like the point I'm trying to make is it's like I'm basically trying to say if a motherfucker ain't wake up yet, especially at the Epstein files, I mean, bruh, you know what I'm
They're never
saying?
going to.
Unless you just a kid right now. Like other than that's your only excuse that you just too young to be consciously aware of what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, and then these kids, teenagers, and they're like in their young 20s, they're figuring it out, but they just don't. It's not their fault, obviously, but they didn't see it all happen, but they get what's going on now, right? I think they do.
Yeah, he said we had Obama. We had Obama. That motherfucker dropped the ball with reparations, all types of shit, man.
Oh, if he couldn't have, even if he actually was real, do you think he would have been able to get that to happen? I don't.
I don't know, man. But I just feel like You know,
Because I don't think he would have gotten to be president if he actually was real. I guess that's the problem.
well, no, yeah, he was a complete fucking loser puppet, but
But actually, Israel hated him. Did you know that?
no, I didn't know that. I know he kissed that wall though. He was twerking on that wall.
He did do that, and that was like an appeasement. But he actually kind of they did not like him because he was the one who signed the JCPOA, the Iran nuclear deal, which Trump will always go on and on about. They put billions and billions of dollars on a Boeing 747, and they dropped it down in Iran. And he goes on and on about that. And then when Trump got in, he actually got rid of the JCPOA, the Iran nuclear deal, which was what was like giving peace to the whole region because Israel was really pissed about it.
So the deal was for them not to develop nuclear weapons.
Yeah, they were gonna agree to have inspectors come and all the time, and they would keep it below a certain level.
Cause I heard about
nuclear
that.
enrichment.
Cause I heard about that, but isn't that what the fucking Israelis want? They don't. They claim they don't want Iran to have a nuke, right?
Well, but they were saying, oh, well, they're gonna lie. They're not gonna. It was a lot of that term Hasbara everybody uses like propaganda to. They're so terrible. They'll never actually do that. They'll never agree. They'll never hold to the. I mean, if you send in independent inspectors and they don't find anything, it's really hard to go to war with that country.
Right.
If they're adhering to the agreements. Right.
So that's why they had Donald Trump get rid of it.
I'm looking back. Yeah, I'm looking back at it now because still until a couple years ago, I looked back at it and I was thinking, wow, well, maybe I don't think they really didn't want him to get in the first time. But then now I'm looking back at it and the Obama shit, they really did want him to get back in. Or like the right, and then they eventually they hated him to begin with, but then when all the other options fell through, they said, well, we'll work with him, right?
Dude,
that's right.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. See, I'm super late to this Israel shit. I didn't even know what the fuck a Zionist was 6 months ago, dude.
But I remember, I talked to you about Hitler 6 years ago.
But I never, and it's just so crazy because this whole time, and I'm not saying Israel's the end all be all, but it's like this whole time I didn't know how fucking, how mobbed up and how fucking yo, I didn't know this whole time we was the United States of Israel. I had no idea.
Yeah, they've overstepped their hand so far. But the thing is that them overstepping their hand like this, they are just totally doubling down, balls to the wall right now. That they know that America's not going to last as top dog forever, and then they need to siphon off as much as they can from us before the fall happens. And then they know that the support for them is dwindling, and it's just gone. Like I don't even think they can get it back, right? It's just it's gone. So they're just cashing out entirely and using America for everything that they possibly can. And then the lobby obviously is doing that, and the blackmail network, and
and it's crazy because it's like, how is this shit gonna, like, are we gonna be, nigga, who the fuck are we gonna basically like be new citizens of, is what I'm trying to say. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's something I've been thinking about that. Because I mean, my hope eventually is that I won't live in America for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But to be honest, and it's hard to say because I want to be like that, 10 toes down type person. Like, I'm not leaving my country, but I think I would. It just depends on how possible it is at, like you said, in 20 years, who knows if anybody will even take anybody American.
Yeah. I was on the phone with my friend and we was talking. I was like, yo, you fucking around and try. Where can Americans go right now and not give it a side? Like, we can't go to Mexico. Right. We can't go to Saudi Arabia. We can't go to fucking Venezuela. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we got enemies.
Yeah.
And even Japan in the White House today, it's like, well, why didn't you tell us you were going to do this? You cut off 70% of our oil. And he's like, oh, well, you didn't tell us about Pearl Harbor. Which was honestly, like, it was just so memeable that it actually was kind of hilarious, I gotta admit. I'm not proud of thinking it's funny, but it's like, if that was just a joke and it didn't have real life implications, that's funny.
Yeah, because they're saying that they're trying to. I don't know if they said what 2,500 or 5,000 Marines or.
Oh, Marines, yeah.
They're trying to go to this island over there that basically where Iran receives their oil or ships their oil out and shit.
Oh, is that Karg Island? That's the place we bombed, if it is.
Pretty sure. But they're.
Yeah, okay, so we bombed that island to make it like a spot for us to camp. Because it's off of their coast and everything, so we can just camp there and set up a base and then go. And they want those 5,000 Marines to just go in.
Yeah.
So I mean, as far as that's boots on the ground.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, we're not going to send in, like right away before you invade a country militarily. You don't send in 100,000 troops.
Why not?
Who the fuck does that?
Why not?
Well, because you have to set up the base first. You have to get everything. Oh, now we send the elites in, and then they go and set things up. I mean, it's a problem because the bases they bombed all the bases in these neighboring countries.
Yeah.
So gosh, like, Trump really does not want to take the strategic loss here. He's going all in, even though all our bases that we would send people to, we can't send to anymore.
They saying Iran might just blow up that island.
Why wouldn't they?
They said, okay, we'll just blow up that island if that's where y'all posting up at. We don't give a fuck.
It wasn't even. I mean, it was an oil island, but it wasn't something that's so huge for their national production. But that's the wager, is that they wouldn't do it because it constitutes enough of their oil production that they wouldn't bomb it, even if we set up camp there.
Yeah.
Like, you put them into a self-defense situation. It's like an old Sam Hyde joke. Like, they put me in a self-defense situation. But, they were in the self-defense situation, and they're just trying to survive.
Right.
You go against... You don't want to fight against someone who wants to survive when you're, like, still eating good. Because they'll fight to the end.
Right. Now, they said that Congress had a certain amount of time. What was it, like 90 days or something like that? Until, because they said Trump made an executive order to basically do all of this shit. But now they saying they said Congress like has to wait a certain amount of time before they can counter it or something like that.
Wow. Okay. So that's what's going on right now. So they want to end it, and then.
Well, I don't know, because I heard Congress approved of the Marines going over there.
I guess, like, there's parts of the left that probably want to end it because it's Trump. They want to, like, limit Trump's powers, and then there's going to be all the parts of the right. Have you seen the thing about they want $200 billion for the war?
Yeah.
See that shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they want to get $200 billion approved for it, which I heard is like $1.9 billion a day.
That's what Nick said. I heard it was 900 million a day, but I did hear Nick say it was 1.9 billion a day.
Yeah, I saw it was more like 2 billion a day, 1.9 billion. So then you do the math.
That's insane.
1.9.
That's
it's
fucking.
It's like 100 days.
That's insane, dude. That's fucking.
But you saw that Nick clip too.
Yeah, I saw that, man.
Yeah, and then I don't know. People on the internet I'm talking to are telling me, like, dude, 100 days? No, this is gonna go on for like fucking years.
So 100 days is what? 200 billion?
Mhm.
$200 billion.
Mhm. It's burning basically $2 billion a day.
Jesus Christ.
Allegedly,
man.
I guess. But no, I think that's what it is.
Jesus Christ.
Because then you think about Iraq and Afghanistan, how many trillions? Actually, you think it would be more because maybe it's inflation now, but it's like $5 trillion for Iraq and less than that for Afghanistan.
And this basically seems like this really seems like two wars going on here. First of all, it's War Epstein, but it's also a war for the petrodollar.
Yeah, well, yeah, because that's the thing that's just thrown into all. That's such a good point. The petrodollar's thrown into all this chaos right now.
Yeah.
Like, what country that doesn't ally with us is going to trade the oil for dollars?
Yeah.
No, that's why we ally with all these countries,
Dude.
and then they had our security as a reason they
Yeah.
would stay around.
Dude.
But now,
Iran is on some gangster shit, bro. Iran said,
I mean, you got to respect it.
you dude, when real gangster shit is in your face, you only got one option. And
You got to respect it.
hey, real N.I.B.B.A shit. But it's like they said, Iran said we'll accept Chinese, what's it called? Yen? Yuan?
Yuan.
Yuan?
Yuan.
So they said we'll accept yuan, but we ain't accepting George Washington. You didn't hear that?
Wow. Okay. No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Yet. That's they're strategically they were
Man.
totally underestimated.
Man.
Not to but I didn't underestimate them. I knew that they were tactically pretty smart, but that's what you should do, right? For what they did. They know what buttons need to be pushed in this like global chess game.
Yeah.
And they do have a lot of cards. But all they have to do is survive, and then America, we have to play the PR game. Like, oh, we're the good guys. We're saving the Iranians, so we can't just bomb the shit out of them.
Did you hear Trump? He was like, he was kind of basically saying like, yeah, we got all the oil we need. He was like, we really don't need to be over there.
Why are we over there?
He was like, but we have allies like Israel, and I was like, oh, so basically he said we just went to war for somebody else. Oh god.
I mean, he can't even keep it straight, and nobody can keep it straight. Even Rubio, right? He's the guy who said, yeah, well, we knew Israel was going to attack, and then we had to defend our ally, and we thought it would be better to attack with them than to let them attack first, and then we might have more casualties.
Right.
So, as you can see, we had to do it.
Right. And then, did you hear they said this guy, well, I'm bad with names, the dude that resigned.
Oh, yeah, Joe Kent.
Joe Kent. And what was he, the security something?
Oh, he was under Tulsi Gabbard, who used to be our girl. But now she's a sellout. But
yeah, he said our girl.
She was our girl. But she's like the director of national intelligence or some crap like that.
Yeah.
N.I.B.A.
Yeah.
That was and I feel like all this shit's just made up in like the past 15
years.
Oh,
they got rid of Tulsi Gabbard?
No. She's still around, but she kind of just she abandoned all her anti-war principles. They were asking her about it, and so did you determine that Iran was an imminent threat? And she said, well, at the end of the day, it's Trump's call, no matter what. And there's some like she just passed the buck, and then they're like, no, actually, it's your call,
right?
Because you're supposed to feed the intelligence to the president. So what's this? So she's just like under the hammer right now. And I don't know if I told you about this. Remember, I signed up for Kalshi, and I was looking at who's going to be next.
I didn't know you fucking signed up for that shit, because I told you about that shit.
3 weeks ago, I couldn't get into the Polymarket one. I was like number 1 million from America on the list. It wouldn't let me join it. So I don't know what the fuck the problem with that was. I don't know. Because I thought, oh, they don't allow Americans.
What, they got different ones?
No, it was Polymarket, and they put me on a fucking wait list. Number 1 million. I was over number 1 million in the wait list.
What?
Yeah. Now I'm starting to think that maybe they did just shut me out. It's like, oh, this person, we don't want them on there because they understand the game too much. Maybe, I don't know.
So there was like a bet. It was on there.
No, I couldn't even get on. Yeah, it was like a betting. Polymarket's just like the original. Kalshi's like the copycat.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Polymarket like made this shit big, and then.
See, I never heard of that.
Yeah, so they wouldn't let me on, and they put me 1 million plus in the wait list. Like, what the fuck?
so you said fuck it, let me join the other
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I joined the other shit, and I'm like, well, this one
Okay.
can't be as good as the other one. But I look through it all the time. It's like, this is just shit for NPCs. Like, there's nothing on here I can actually wrap my head around and just, commit to.
But I thought
And
you,
if I don't think I have a beat on it, I'm not gonna.
because they do
Bet on
shit
it.
like where they like, the over under, or like if something happens in the political world or stuff like that.
Oh yeah, they got a million things like that all over the
And it's a
place. It's
crypto
just
site.
no, it's just dollars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just put in. I had like $10 in Venmo, and then I just moved the $10 from Venmo into there, and they
Yeah.
let me, and then I just.
So did you bet on anything yet?
No, but I was gonna bet on Tulsi Gabbard being the first one to go,
Yeah.
because I thought, well, she hates war. She's always hated war,
Yeah.
and that's been like her. That's why we liked her, and because she was against Syrian war and all these Mideast wars, and so I thought, okay, well, she's gonna have a moral, dilemma with this, so I should bet on her. And she was way down the list at the time.
Yeah.
And then, but I was gonna bet on her, but then Kristi Noem went first. So I would have lost that particular bet because she wasn't the next one.
But I heard that she just got moved.
Kristi Noem, yeah, they made up some bullshit,
Yeah.
totally bullshit position. I'm just.
So she didn't technically resign, right?
No, they moved her, but it counted for the bet.
Oh, that's bullshit.
I know. But it was like either she was going to have to resign or she was. But she technically left her post. So
right.
I think that's if you bet Kristi Noem on that shit, I think that's what you won. But then I was thinking Tulsi at the time, but now Tulsi's the favorite on the new bet that they put up.
Okay.
Because she had to come out and she basically sold her whole credibility down the river.
Yeah.
Today.
And that's when you standing next to a narcissist. When you standing next to somebody that only care about their image, that's the side effects. He gonna let everybody else. He gonna burn bridges, and he gonna let everybody else drown around him.
He's
so
gotta save face.
Their whole political camp, like the next time around, ain't nobody gonna be fucking with none. The Bondi, ain't nobody gonna be fucking with none of them. Cruz,
Vance,
none
he
of them.
thinks he's gonna be.
Yeah.
He thinks he's gonna be the next guy.
Yeah. And oh man,
And then.
I know he can't wait to fucking call that nigga Hitler again.
Oh, all right, yeah, exactly, 100%, 100%.
I know he can't wait to call him. He like, I told y'all he was Hitler.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything because I was scared.
And like no joke, that's actually what he's doing.
Yeah.
You see how silent he's been ever since the war started?
Yeah.
He'll only come out and say, "Oh yeah, we feel so poorly for these military men that died in the war." It's like, not that I'm vice president, I could have just said, "Don't do it."
Yeah.
But he knew he didn't. It really wasn't his call. But you have to hold him accountable because he's the one that took this position, kind of well knowing what this would be, what this was. And so I don't have any sympathy for him. But the play, with the Kent thing, the Tucker thing.
Yeah.
You heard about this? How basically the play is to say, there was a faction within the administration that didn't agree with this war, and then you have this Joe Kent guy. He resigns. Tucker interviews him 24 hours later, and then Vance has neither committed or denounced the war, so it gives him this little bit of leeway later on where.
Right.
Oh, I didn't come out saying it was the greatest thing. Even though actually in 2024, when he did his vice president debate, he went out there and afterwards said, "We need to hit Iran hard and strong and quickly." Basically talking like it was going to be like this, where we just do it in 4 days or whatever. So I think with Venezuela, they saw how Venezuela it worked so well. It was so easy, and then they thought that they could just do the same with Iran when it's totally different.
Yeah, Vance would have to pull a fucking Marjorie Taylor. He would have to literally resign from the vice president of the United States right now if he wanted a chance of becoming president.
Yeah, if you want to say, yeah, because it's just cooked at this point. But
Yeah.
they've put so many years, because they were grooming Vance since his never Trump days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they've been moving through all the motions to navigate it all this time. They're not just going to let it go just like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that makes sense. And so, yeah, but gosh, and yeah, I don't like Vance, and I won't vote for him. But I guess he's probably better than somebody on the left.
It's funny though, right? Because every time
Yeah.
we say somebody is the lesser of, the lesser of two
It's
evils.
just like setting you up for
Yeah.
one thing or the other. And it's like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to support him. I can't do it. So that's why it's just, but how do because the Fuentes has this whole thing now. He's like, oh, well, you gotta just vote Democrat now. You gotta really
Yeah.
middle finger the system.
He
Because actually, if you just say, I'm not going to vote, that's like, to say fuck you to your party,
yeah.
that's only -1. But if you vote the other side, that's like -2.
Yeah, the shit that's coming out his mouth, man, is crazy. But then he's saying it was a clip where he's saying we need a dictator. He was basically saying we need a dictator. We need somebody
Well,
to
it's
come in.
probably like from like 2021, 22, that type of shit. Or was it new?
No, this was like 2, 3 weeks ago. I got the
I
clip
mean, but imagine
somewhere.
if the dictator was good and was doing the things that were putting the populace of this
But
country
see,
as a
that
whole.
goes against a dictator in itself goes against the
Mm,
American Constitution. It goes against America
yeah,
first. You know, it
just
completely.
the concept of a
Yeah,
dictator, because
yeah,
there's no checks and balances.
yeah. It's like, wait, this is exactly what you supposed to stand against. Like, it's
Yeah,
just like,
I guess so. Is it still America if we just say that? Well, actually, democracy and this whole American experiment is actually just a faulty system.
now, you know what I'm saying? What's the difference between a democracy and a republic?
Okay, well, democratic, it's ruled by the people. So the republic is like just a one step removed from democracy. Because, okay, so we have a republic, so we vote for the representatives. We don't actually like vote on everything that happens, but we vote in the representatives, and then the representatives represent us, and then they vote. Republic, they're representing us, right? But then when the representatives of the republic don't represent you, you know what I'm saying?
Man, you know what? It actually sounds like we are in a fucking dictatorship, and Netanyahu was our leader until he disappeared.
Yeah. So it's like if we have that anyway,
Uh,
then we might as well have a guy that we actually back and is like from the people of the people. So I guess that would be the argument for it. But then you can't just abandon the whole American project, because it is so the core to what we are. Like American does mean something, and you can't just let the takeover and the siphoning of all the energy completely take that away, because we are, as a people, strong people. It does mean something to be American, as much as the pop culture, the bullshit pop culture, tries to just melt it down to the just, most dumb goyim type shit. So
I think that like because if they made say they made every state be their own kind of like every state just do your own thing. You know what I mean?
well, what you're talking about is balkanization.
What in the hell?
Oh.
What the
It just
hell?
means like breaking up of the republic, where the end all be all comes from smaller geographic governments. So
What's
the
it called?
balkanization was startup balkanization. There's this area called the Balkans, and it's like a big area or something. So they just say balkanization is breaking off into areas and regions. So it would be like the Northwest, the Southwest, and kind of like how they do divisions and shit in sports.
Oh, okay.
That's all it means, really. But because if you just break it down to states, individually, then it becomes, then you have, imagine all these borders you have now.
Yeah.
They like aren't necessarily tied friendly borders.
Yeah. Right.
It's just kind of insane, you know? So if you just go from 50 altogether to, you know, one all the way down, it's just insanity.
Man,
Chaos. Anarchy. That would be anarchy.
yeah, it sucks, man. Cause we have a good country, but the government is just beyond fucking cooked. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
it's the government, bro. It's have you seen this dude? I think I sent you the videos. This guy who goes to like these government official buildings and he just asks a simple question: America first or Israel first? And
Oh, yeah, I've
nobody
seen
can
that.
fucking nobody will say America first. Nobody.
Yeah. It's like America first in itself is anti-Semitic. Just to say
Duh,
it,
like
America
dead
first.
ass. Like dead ass, dude.
So crazy.
It's insane, but you have like the regular. It's weird. Like the low level motherfuckers won't say nothing, but you have Marjorie and the higher known popular people. They speak out about the shit. You got the Joe. What's his name? Joe Kent.
Wait, we got Joe Kent now, then we got Thomas Massey, who became like the new Ron Paul.
Right.
You know, the new Rand Paul.
Right.
Because his son he doesn't want to be the one to carry that load anymore. And Trump's always trying to get him kicked out of the Republican Party now. He's the one pushing for the Epstein file release. And,
Yeah.
yeah, so they hired his big Trump super PAC to get him kicked out of Kentucky but he's just wildly popular because everybody likes him. He's the most honest. The people gravitate to the best thing, and it takes them all this effort to try to inorganically destroy something organic.
Right. But my
It's
thing
kind of
is,
like the war with Iran, you know, where so we have all these expensive ass weapons that are meant to just catch and intercept anything that Iran comes at.
yeah.
But the stuff that we use costs so much more money than the stuff that they use.
Right.
And theirs is just natural. Like, they're naturally pissed because they got the shit bombed out of them. And then they're like, well, if we have any pride in ourselves, we have to come back at it. And we have to come back and volley back.
Yeah. And Iran has these missiles that they fire off in clusters. So you can't, you not, look, man, they got some Grand Theft Auto 8, 10, 9, 10 fucking, you know what I mean? Advanced
It's like, how are you going to
warfare.
intercept like 20, 30 different little cluster pieces?
Yeah, like you're not doing shit. And it's just like, like we're in it, bro. This is World War III. We're literally living through it in our lifetime.
Yeah, and that's the thing that almost it feels like it gets lost is we're fucking living through it. This is like everyone wants us to act like this isn't happening and it's not real or it's not monumental in any way, but this is
we're
crazy real
it.
shit.
Any fucking day now, they could set off a false flag and blow some random shit up over here and blame them.
And then we're tied in. It's going to be just like 9/11 all over again.
They're going to keep raising the gas prices and energy prices and shit like that. Like,
yeah, and it's almost a punishment to the people because we're not for it.
Right.
So then, okay, well, if you're not for it and then we punish you, like they don't give a shit about our votes really.
Right.
They just, and then if the people were to respond well to the false flag, they'd find a way to get the gas prices down, or it's just they would pull the levers they need to, and they actually have been trying though. So that doesn't check out 100%, but you know how that works. Where it's like, if you do the right thing, we'll make things nice for you for a while. So you were doing when the public. But then if you go against them, then it's like, we're going to make you pay too. It's like not only do they make the foreign governments pay, but us for not approving of the war, we're going to pay.
Yeah, I mean, we get punished for everything, man.
And that was the most tone-deaf thing Trump said is when he said that, when gas goes up, we make a lot of money. It's like, what are you talking about? We don't pay a lot of money.
Oh man!
Like we never see that. That going to go towards part of the debt that we're never going to pay off. 39
Hey,
trillion.
was Jeffrey Epstein fucking Melania before she got with Trump?
Who knows, man? I don't think so, but I wouldn't rule anything out.
Cause I heard some wild shit. I heard they was together before. I heard they met on a plane. They met on the Lolita or some shit. I don't fucking know.
I Something about Melania gives me a little bit of I don't feel comfortable like with the way she is. There's something about her that just seems very shady. She's very shady.
Yeah, I was talking to my friend. We was like, she be probably talking mad shit about Trump to Barron.
Oh, that's so funny.
She probably be
And
like, you.
Barron feels like he has to be like the dad man of the family because there's like this mom and dad have this rift and then the mom's like, oh, the son, he understands me, like this that type of shit.
Yeah. This fucking 8-foot bitch. He need to be over there in Iran, bro. Fucking
We need to make there's a race of barons.
yeah,
Send it up
right.
there.
Just send them to clone that motherfucker and just send all of them.
6'7".
Yeah, right. Clone that fucking beanstalk head ass nigga. Like, send him over there, man. But this whole
Yeah, just make 5,000 of him because I do think that the days of sending 100,000 people at a time, the Iraq war days, those are over. So when the neocons say, "Oh, it's not going to be boots on the ground," they don't really consider even the 5,000. They don't consider that as boots on the ground. But it's like they do not intend to draft 19-year-olds and get them in the army and send them out there. They're never going to do that again because they don't want the 19-year-olds. They don't. Everything's different now than it was back in Iraq days.
yeah.
So that allows them to say that it's not really going to be boots on the ground, even though it's just, what do they do now? Instead of boots on the ground, they just like to airstrike and drone strike.
Yeah.
And, they want to do limited
And that's another
boots on the
thing
ground.
they were saying about them boots on the ground. Bro, you're going to have to be battling drones and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
It is a totally different ball game. You cannot actually, you just can't do it anymore. The game is totally different.
right.
But I guess that was the goal was, we take out all their drone and ballistic missile capability, and then we're 100% okay to go and take over and
But
do
they
the
can't. That's
regime
impossible.
change. Because they have to make it over these mountains.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Yeah.
And they said they got the shit, everything is mobile. They can launch drones from a moving truck.
Yeah, they just put it on. Yeah. I mean, like, almost no joke. I think they can, right?
Dead ass.
Yeah.
Like,
They can just put the panel, the like with a wood, plank on the ground and just put the thing on there and bam.
like a fucking Jason Statham movie over there, man. Like,
Yeah, dude. It's funny you say that. I saw a Jason Statham movie, the new one's called like Refuge or Safe House or something like that.
Okay.
He starts off. He's in he's he's at a lighthouse and he watches the lighthouse, but turns out he's like a CIA agent type shit, like Jason Bourne for the European.
I heard about
terms
that shit. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I watched it and I thought, hey, this is what Hollywood movies should be.
Right.
Just good, just action and just your typical, like, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't try to program us mentally. Just give me a Jason Statham movie.
Listen,
and that's what it
man,
was.
I'm waiting on Jason's. I want a fucking Jason Statham meets Equalizer meets John Wick. That would kill. That would kill the fucking movie industry.
Dude, they
that would
tried
kill it.
to John Wick it. His dog gets shot in the movie. They tried to John Wick it.
Oh god.
But he didn't really. He wasn't so pissed about it. Yeah, I thought they could have. But I guess it's the Jason Statham movie, so they can't milk something like that so much. But they did that. They did the dog dies when he gets invaded by the feds.
They have to the only way to these movies are so boring because there's no creativity anymore. They're not even trying.
Yeah.
They have to merge some of these how they do these universes and shit with like the superhero movies and shit. They have to do the same thing, bro.
Jason Statham meets Jason Bourne.
Bro, fuck Jason Bourne was corny to me, bro. Cause
No, I like that show.
You talking about Matt Damon, right?
Yeah.
Matt Damon, he just looks too like the tism looks too strong with him for it to be believable. Like,
But what about that French girl he gets with in the first movie?
I don't remember, bro. I don't remember.
There's a French girl and then there's Julia Stiles, like the British girl. And they kept her around, but the first girl was only around in the first one.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Liam Neeson is fucking Jason Bourne up.
Oh, damn,
Liam
yeah.
Neeson is fucking him up.
Yeah, because that was that genre, yeah.
Yeah.
What was that movie called? Gone or something? Or,
Taken.
No. Taken, yeah.
They have
And
to
he goes in and
merge.
gets her.
Bro, if there was a movie that came out and it was like some Royal Rumble type shit, Liam Neeson versus John Wick versus Denzel versus Jason Statham, what the fuck? What?
That's just such a
What?
hilarious idea, bro.
Bro, that's a $1 billion movie right off top, bro.
Because they've done, I mean, those guys are brands the same way that all these superheroes
Exactly, by themselves.
put them together, you'd have something that people would actually go to the theater for.
Man, listen, bro. They don't do it because they know they would have to pay them so much money. That's why they wouldn't.
Oh yeah, it would. Yeah, and yeah, I just don't think that they see the money in making the movies in general. It's more like, okay, well, maybe we'll make something and it'll be like mildly popular and we can make money off of it, but it's not like, yeah, even that's not a sure thing as the superhero movies were.
Man, a movie with just Keanu Reeves and Jason Statham, in my, like, for me, I'd be like, okay, I'm watching this. I'm going to the movie theater first day type, maybe the second day. First day is too much.
I mean, for us, though, because that was back in the days when movies had respect, where you remember Crank with Statham. Well, Drive had Ryan Gosling, but there was one with Statham where. Yeah, it makes you think there's so few A-list movie stars anymore.
Yeah.
If you could have gotten in as an A-list movie star 10 years ago at the latest, but then now if you didn't get in, movies are over, kind of. There's that guy. Yeah.
You see that movie, A Place Beyond the Pines?
I meant to watch that. That's like a 10, 15-year-old movie.
That shit came out a long ass time ago.
Yeah, I remember I was gonna watch that, but I never did.
And it had the dude from The Hangover in it.
Oh, Bradley Cooper?
Yeah, the American Sniper.
Oh man, yeah. And he's actually an interesting actor because he kind of gets grandfathered in from that era when acting in movies actually mattered.
Yeah, that was a good movie, bro. I like movies based off real, like realistic situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the only thing you can really stomach, and it's got to be. Well, you're saying sort of like a nonfiction, but like based off of something.
Based off like shit that everyday people go to, like, being homeless, being broke, a motherfucker doing some shit because they just. It's like, yo, it's either this or die.
Yeah, they don't make it like that anymore.
It's like fucking the town, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta go, motherfucker. We gotta rob some shit. Like we ain't got no choice, man. Cause I'm damn sure not about to be working at.
I've never seen that one either, but I always.
Oh my god, bro! You never saw the town?
Ben Affleck.
Oh my god, Batman was on some bullshit.
Damn. Well, then there's okay. So we brought up Denzel a while back as one of the potential equalizer Denzel.
Yeah.
But do you remember when he did was it like not Johnny Quest, but it's like some of the John Q.
John Q.
Yeah, and that was your real life. Okay, can't afford my medical bills. Have to go.
Yeah.
Have to like defend my seed.
Yeah. He was like, it was glimpses of Lonzo in that movie. He was like, motherfucker.
Uh-huh. Right. And I
You
guess that's part of what made it such a good movie is because you see Denzel and you've seen his roles, and so you can see him being somebody that would just push it to the limit
know,
to do what he has to do.
that level of like intensity. It's just like when you make a beat and you can hear who would bring this shit to life. That's it's all the same shit.
Oh,
Like
that's how it 100% should be.
yeah,
Which,
it's all the same shit.
it's like not as personable, but I went on an old computer and then I found 3 beats I made a couple of years ago that I'd forgotten about, and I like exported the wave files. So I might send those to you and see if you want to rap over any of them.
Yeah, because everybody brings their own like. That's really all this shit is about. Like, I think somebody tried to like rob the car dealership up here.
Shit.
But I think that's all. It's really just about like individual personality and intensity when it comes to like what I'm saying, like what you bring to the table and shit, bro. That's why we all listen to whoever we fucking listen to, bro. I've been listening to a lot of Mac Miller, bro. It's a lot of his
He was
shit.
good.
It's a lot of his shit on SoundCloud
Mm-hmm.
that was they say it's unreleased. I never heard. It was about 20 songs I never heard from this
Mm.
dude, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you remember I was, SoundCloud was, I put all my beats on SoundCloud and I was so resistant to ever go anywhere else. But he was the king of that. But he was in before, but then at the same time, I also want to say he was in the datpiff.com mixtape era. But then he
Damn.
started being able to make his own shit. And
Yeah.
and he was really actually very talented musically. I didn't
Yeah.
realize. I mean, he could play all these instruments and make
Yeah.
his own beats and stuff. So
Yeah.
he was,
And then the motherfucker could sing. He had his own little way of singing and shit, singing style. I was like, this motherfucker, bro.
yeah, he was great. He was good, man. And I feel like Lil Peep kind of stole his thunder. Like Mac Miller had this positive energy, and then
Yeah.
Lil Peep had this negative suicidal energy, and they almost siphoned off the energy from Mac Miller's positivity, and then they
Yeah.
moved it over into this morbid uh,
Yeah. Cause I was a
negativity.
whole even like Triple X. Somebody tried.
Oh yeah,
I think somebody tried to.
Tentacion, yeah.
I think somebody really tried to steal a car at this dealership. Like all these cops is over here. But yeah, that was like
Oh
an
shit.
era of like suicide rap,
Mhm.
like or whatever the
Mhm.
fuck. Like
Exactly. Yeah. It was when face tattoos became whoa. That person will put a tattoo on their forehead. Like they're
yeah,
really committed to this shit. They
yeah.
have no other option
Yeah,
to rap.
I mean, yeah. Once you blast your fucking face, bro, like, I don't even think Dollar Tree will hire your ass, man. Once you fucking,
Like, you don't make it. What are you gonna do?
you know what I mean? I don't even. They got three cops over here, three cop cars over here now, man.
You got it on video on there? I don't have it on.
Nah,
So I'm just talking to you, so I don't have it
I don't have it
on
on
video.
video, but I could see him up the street. Somebody did something over here, but
Are we
you know,
still on live?
yeah. I'm about to end it though, but I was talking. This dude is like walking, and his stomach is hanging out under his shirt, bro, like come on, man. That's how you like. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have nobody. You don't have nobody that love you to be like, yo, just get a 2XL. Get a
It's when you and your mom can't. Well, you know what? Moms will tell you to get something too tight.
get a
Because they're like,
2XL.
oh, it's like, you don't want to wear XLs all the time. Those are baggy. Like, no, I like
It's like,
it's more
bro,
comfortable.
I can see your belly button. Like, bro, like your belly button is like literally sagging underneath your shirt. Like,
Man, you know what they call it? They call it the gunt. He's got his gunt hanging out.
so it's like the video that I kind of started, it was like the end of the rabbit hole, right? And it's like I feel like I got to the end of this conspiracy theory true seeker rabbit hole. Like it's just like, and at the bottom of it, it's just like it's
What did we
nothing. It's
find?
really nothing. It's just like You know, like not even on like I'm taking out the spiritual aspect of it, like just straight up when you doing all of these like decodes and exposures of and trying to find the truth. There's no truth at the bottom. It's just like, you know, it's like, okay, it's all bullshit. It's all a lie.
I
There's
guess the realization would be that you do understand the nature of the beast more, but then, like you're saying, you realize there's really no point in diving into every next thing that comes, because it kind of is what it is. The one good thing, so let's take the Iran war, right? You know, then you look at it and you start putting the pieces that are now coming out and you're putting them into the puzzle, and it's just you think, wow, it really is just all coming together the way we thought. And I mean, not entirely, but it just, and I guess that's the only satisfaction. But then no one will ever really give you credit. But I had somebody tell me, you know, you were talking to me all about the Israel and the Jew stuff. Like, I thought that was pretty crazy, but you know, now I can't deny that you're right about it.
yeah. Yeah, people, you know, they catch on. You know, they catch on
Yeah.
whenever they catch on, you know. It's
But then I think they'll jump off again whenever they'll go back to the two-party thing.
right. No, yeah,
They can be gotten back on board.
yeah, and it's so crazy because it's like people would rather get back on that delusional fucking bullshit than just like accept this new, you know, this new paradigm, like this new fucking. It's like, dog, you don't have to go back to that shit. Like, that's the thing. Like with Nick, I'm like, dog, you fucking kidding me right now? You pushing Democrats? And he's like, oh, the Democrats need to open up the cases. And I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga
Do you think
talking
they're gonna
about?
do that? You know, that's the whole thing. That's what I don't. I gave the best explanation I possibly could. It was just, it's like, well, if you withhold the vote, that's one, and if you go the other side, that's two. But it's really, even if you're withholding the vote, you're actively withholding your vote. So you're thinking about that as a vote. So then that's the whole problem with it in general. Is you're in the system. You're invested in what the system, even with your not vote. So now your not vote, you're like, well, I got to vote to the other side too. And it's just both sides. I don't know. I don't really.
Nick has the opportunity to run for president.
I mean, yeah,
Candace Owens has the opportunity to run for president. It's anything. These people
People get comfortable.
These people, bro, they up there with Trump. Like if Trump,
Tucker will. Do you think Tucker will?
Tucker could. I'm saying they have. See, it's people that like put their money where their mouth is, right? You know, and
but
it's like
here's the thing with Tucker. Tucker might run and go at all the Ted Cruz's, the Marco Rubios, and knock them down a peg, and then dip out. And take all the slings and arrows for being anti-Semitic, and then Vance is going to be the last man standing.
Yeah.
So that was a Fuentes thing. He actually mentioned that. I was thinking, wow, because I've been hearing that Tucker was going to run for a while, and people said, "Oh, Tucker will win." And people I kind of respected is saying Tucker's the heir to the MAGA throne, and it's the last real one left. And then it makes me think that's. But then I know that Tucker is very, very pro JD. He's in the JD Vance Peter Thiel camp.
Yeah.
So
it's just you can't trust somebody like anybody. You can't trust anybody that chooses to complain about some shit and criticize some shit, but when they have all the means and resources themselves to be the solution. Why is Nick Fuentes not saying, hey, I'm going to run for president and I'm going to put America first since nobody else will?
He's gotten comfortable. And he's making good money. He's like, I like this now.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And there's no responsibility.
Mm-hmm. Well, now he tries to act like he's being responsible by going after the conspirators. They're sending hate mobs to Erica Kirk.
So these people want all the money, all the fame, all the clout, all the attention, but they don't want no responsibility, and that's why I just lose respect. You know, the average person, they don't give a, you know what I mean, they don't even care. They just they it's really just entertainment. They love they're doped up on that motherfucking, you know, like the show, like they're doped up on the show, man. And I'm just like, bro, fuck the
Yeah, they
show,
like their
man.
bread and circuses, and then it's just selling the bread and circuses to you.
Right.
Essentially, with all these like alternative media, because they know that, oh, this can't get talked about, so then they just become this like, and now they're the merchant that sells you whatever. But some stuff on Twitter, it's like, okay, well, I wouldn't have seen this video. This video pops up in my feed, and I see this, the specific 3-minute clip that we need to see, or this or that. So on Twitter, I have less of a problem with it. But then it's the people that want to write essays on Twitter. Fuck off. This is just post your video, say your 2-sentence tweet, and put it out there. And if it's salient, it'll resonate.
Right.
And then that, I think, is the problem with Trump nowadays, is that he used to just go on Twitter, he'd just say his shit, he'd say 1-2 sentences and send it out, and it was poignant, and it like kind of hit hard. And then now he writes these big old long paragraphs. It's like, dude. And there's all those memes about him. You might have seen the memes where he just like him holding up like his tweet, like, pay attention to my shit.
Man. Somebody said Donald Trump be shitting on himself.
I heard that too. God, so he's been wearing diapers a long ass time, but I don't really doubt it.
I don't know, man. But nah, man, we gonna I'm gonna go ahead and end this, but nah, we appreciate appreciate Sato calling in, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
You know what I'm saying? Cause it's a lot of shit that you know. Cause I guess like you've been studying this Israel shit for a minute.
Yeah, it's cool, and you just bring me on, and I just talk my shit, and
Cause I just found this guy, the dude with the beard. I forget his name, Dan Blazarian or something.
Oh, Dan Blazarian.
Now
yeah,
he went on there. He did what Nick was supposed to do to Piers. He just killed him. He killed him, dude.
He's actually about it. Dan Blazarian. It's the approaches. Are you about the optics, or do you just go in?
Right. He killed.
Dan Blazarian just goes in.
He killed Piers. He was like, he said he broke down. He didn't. Dude, he was like, listen, this is what they think about Jesus. This is their religion. He pointed out the atrocities, the genocide, and all Piers didn't respond to one single fucking thing. All he said was, he was like, I can't believe what you're saying. You're an anti-Semite. You hate these people. And it's like, bro, you didn't. That's a terrible. I don't even consider